Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is not a drill. Welcome back to Attack on Cowboys. We have some breaking news from Jordan Schultz that primetime may be coming to Dallas. Let's get right into this, as this is actually kind of surprising, especially considering how quickly everything is kind of moving here. Be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys news up to the minute. As you can see, man, we had 4 shows today, so we're going to be on it all off season. Be sure to subscribe, join the train so you stay up to date on all the latest Cowboys news. All right, here we go. Jordan Schultz says, according to sources, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has spoken with Colorado head coach Deion Sanders about the team's head coaching vacancy, and discussions are expected to continue regarding the possibility of him becoming the next head coach in Dallas. Coach Prime is considered a top candidate, though the Cowboys plan to interview other candidates as part of the process, per team sources. Now, something in my spirit makes me want to say Rooney Rule, but I ain't gonna go there. Coach Prime is a legit bona fide candidate for the Dallas Cowboys head coaching position. The reason being is mainly because of his history with Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys, the status that he brings and the gravitas that he brings. And Coach Prime is 100% a leader of men, and that's what this team needs more than anything, is a leader of men and a man who's going to give it to them straight and tell them exactly how it is. Coach Prime in Dallas. We've been talking about this on and off throughout the season. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I've been poo-pooing this idea all year long because I just didn't want to deal with the circus that would come along with that. To me, Cowboys fans have reached a point of drama fatigue with this team. We've reached a point of being fatigued with all the extracurriculars that come along with being a Cowboy fan. That just come along with the Dallas Cowboys in general. And Coach Prime is going to 100% add to that circus. So that was something that I wasn't really looking forward to. But from the perspective of football, just football-wise, I feel like Coach Prime will be one of the best motivators and culture builders that we could possibly bring in this offseason for the Dallas Cowboys. And that right there would be the silver lining in this hire for me personally. While he does not have the best track record coaching-wise, he has a 13-12 record at Colorado. So he hasn't done anything at all on the college level that would inspire any type of confidence in Coach Prime, any type of confidence that he would be able to come to the NFL level and get the Cowboys over that hump. But golly, it sure is going to be fun to watch, huh? If this actually happens and we become the primetime Cowboys again, it sure will be fun to watch. And at this point, if your team is going to suck, your team has no directions, at the very minimum, be fun to watch. And I think this type of hire would definitely satisfy that particular requirement. Now, what would a Coach Prime Dallas Cowboys team look like? Will he be bringing his son Shadur with him? What happened to those comments that he said about never leaving the college ranks? Well, Coach Prime did say that. He did tell 60 Minutes in 2022 that he wouldn't ever have interest in the NFL, no matter what his success was at the college level. However, he walked that statement back recently in an interview with Good Morning America, saying that the only way he would consider the NFL is to coach his sons. I'm going to say this right now. Deion, you have almost 0% chance of being able to coach Jordan Sanders in Dallas. And no, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Dak supporter, and personally I feel like Dak is a better quarterback than Shadur, if I'm being completely honest. But if you actually look at these teams at the top of the draft, who are you going to trade with? Let's say one of these teams were willing to take Dak, and Dak was willing to waive his full no-trade clause, by the way. Let's say that were to happen, and the team willing to take Dak was going to take on most of the hit from his contract he just signed, which complicates any idea, any thought that the Cowboys could possibly trade off of that man right now. It cannot happen right now. Based off of how all the contract stuff is set up, that cannot happen. But let's just play the game. Let's say it could, right? Is Tennessee going to trade back so Dallas Cowboys can have a chance to have one of the top picks to actually pick Jordan Sanders, when by all accounts he's one of the top 2 quarterbacks in this draft? And we all know if you're one of the top 2 quarterbacks in the draft, chances are you're going in the top 5, whether that be because someone traded back or what, you're going in the top 5. So you think Tennessee is going to trade back, and you think they're going to take Shadur or Cam Ward? They're definitely going to take a quarterback. I'm willing to bet that they probably end up taking a Cam Ward. Let's say Cleveland. Cleveland actually needs a quarterback. Not only do they need a quarterback, they need a cheap quarterback. And what's cheaper than a rookie quarterback? I mean, there's actually a way you can get a cheaper quarterback, but rookie quarterbacks are pretty damn cheap. And with Deshaun Watson now being gone for the entire next season and essentially his entire future in doubt now, they're going to be needing a new quarterback to lean on. You think Cleveland's going to be willing to trade back and give Shadur Sanders to Dallas and take Dak Prescott on? Why would Dak actually waive his no-trade clause to go to Cleveland? That's the problem with that one. It's not going to work. The New York Giants, there's no way Shadur gets past New York. Okay, that's going to be the stopping point right there. They might have had a chance to trade up with a Jacksonville. They might have had a chance to trade up with a New England, maybe, since New England might not be on the board for a quarterback. They might have had a chance to trade with those teams, but there's other players at different positions that are so valuable that I don't think any of those teams are going to want to scoot back a little bit. So the only real opportunity they have to trade up would be the Cleveland Browns or the New York Giants. There's no way the Giants do that. And the Browns, there's no way Dak does that. So guess what? There's not going to be a Shadur coming to Dallas. There's not going to be a Primetime and Sons reunion in Dallas. The only son he could get to Dallas is probably Shiloh. And to be honest, with the way our safety position is set up and how those contracts are set up, he could possibly end up getting a starting position in Dallas. So that may be a nice consolation prize for Deion. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see Shiloh Sanders on the Cowboys come this time next season, especially if Deion Sanders is the head coach. I just showed y'all this to say the whole Shadur Sanders to Dallas thing is not happening. Whether Deion is here or not, it's going to be under the circumstances of him understanding that Dak Prescott is going to be his quarterback for at minimum the next 3 seasons, y'all. So that part of it, not a thing. But Deion is, in fact, having discussions with Jerry. And apparently Jerry had a plan, y'all. We got to give him credit. He got rid of Mike McCarthy, or he let Mike McCarthy walk today. And immediately, we didn't have to wait a full day. We didn't have to wait a full 24 hours. And we hear news about him having discussions with Deion Sanders to be the potential next head coach. I think if you're going to pluck anybody from the college ranks, if you're going to pluck any coach across America that would fit the Cowboys more, it would be Deion Sanders. Okay, I'm just saying that right now. So I cannot poo-poo this move. I wouldn't be mad at it at all. I wouldn't hate on it. I would just kind of be in a, this is going to be interesting. Let's sit back and see what happens. He would 100% have my full support as a fan. Now, regardless of how I felt about Prime and how he may run that Colorado Buffalo program or whatever it may be, or any other criticisms I've had, he would 100% have my support as long as he's the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the question would be, who do you bring with you? Are you bringing Pat Shurmur with you from the Colorado Buffaloes? Are you going to be bringing some of those assistant coaches that was on your staff with the Colorado Buffaloes, or Warren Sapp, or any of those? Are you going to be bringing any of those guys with you? I wouldn't mind getting like a Warren Sapp in here or something, but besides that, I'm good on Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur just doesn't inspire any confidence from me as far as a fan looking from the outside looking in. Pat Shurmur does nothing for me. If you look up his coaching record in NFL, offensive coordinator, head coach, it don't matter. He has not had a whole lot of top-ranked offenses or anything. So that doesn't excite me a lot. So Deion would have to have some serious guns to come along with him in Dallas. I wouldn't be surprised we see a Jason Witten come to the Dallas Cowboys in some type of assistant coach capacity if Deion were to come back. At that point, all bets are off. Anything could happen, but I don't think the Shadur Sanders thing is going to. I'm almost positive that's not going to happen. The teams that are drafted at the top of the draft, they need quarterbacks, and the teams that they could possibly trade for Dak Prescott, I just see no reason why Dak would be like, yeah, I want to go to Cleveland. There's no way that's happening, right? But either way, exciting news here. We'll keep an eye on this. And again, be sure to subscribe so y'all keep up with all the latest Dallas Cowboys news. And we stay same old Cowboys.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still the boy? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.